These are hot right now.
They're hot in John's world.
What do they do?
Take a hit.
Just hit it.
I don't want to.
You're gonna feel great.
Is it? Oh, it smells good.
Close your other. Yeah, it's not bad. And it's not drug.
Peppermint
It's
oil.
just all
grapefruit
natural
oil.
oils.
Wow,
I'm gonna hit it again.
Take a hit. A real hit.
does it make you high?
No.
No.
It
Just
smells
wakes you up.
so good.
Take a hit.
Like I want to eat it.
Cover one nose.
Go for it.
Nostril. A real hit. Look, she took it so lightly.
You have a tiny nose.
Seriously, you do have a tiny nose.
Does it feel good?
Oh.
Oh, it feels minty.
Get that drip.
Is it dripping out of my nose? Wait, literally? Is
Get
it?
that drip?
No.
Get that drip?
I hate you.
Why are you saying that?
I don't know.
Feels like she's on coke right now. She hasn't stopped talking since she walked in the door.
I was going to say, imagine her on coke.
I've never done that in my life.
Neither have I.
Me neither.
Oh, I love that for us three.
Never will.
Are you being sarcastic?
Serious.
Oh, okay.
Never ever.
Oh, a family part
Never.
kick.
Family play.
First down.
You got to
weeks
finish
down
that
the road.
popcorn because
Yeah, we don't eat while
chewing
we're
and
on
speaking
there.
into the microphone is not. I mean, there's probably the corner of the internet that would really appreciate you doing that, but not this corner of the
Is
internet.
that called mofungai or something like that? Mofung?
Mukbang?
Mukbang.
What the hell is that?
It's when you eat like weird Chinese food on mic.
Ew.
Mukbang. Sounds so dirty, doesn't it?
Fucking disgusting.
It's gross.
What does it sound like to you?
Mukbang?
Yeah.
Dirty banging. Like
To me-
dirty sex.
Really?
Yeah, mukbang.
To me, it sounds like a very shallow area of like a gross lake,
Ooh, yeah.
right?
And those little fucking fish live in it that could like be on land and water.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was walking through the mukbang.
Yeah.
What are those called?
Salamanders or something? I don't know what they're called.
I think those are
Oh,
Mud skippers? What are they?
what? Tadpoles?
no.
No, tadpoles can't come out of the water.
Yeah, they can when they
Amphibians?
turn into frogs.
When they turn into frogs, they're not tadpoles anymore.
It feels like it's been a long time. It's only been 1 week,
Feels like it's been a long time. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what the next one's going to feel like a month from now.
It's going to feel refreshing.
Yeah. 1 week later, 72-year-old Bill Belichick is still dating a 25-year-old woman.
Yes. I saw him walking out of that stadium wherever they were, and the girls got
Carolina.
the jacket half off or whatever.
In Carolina.
Yeah.
Why are you surprised by that? Did you expect them to break up?
They're not going to last forever.
Well, hopefully, if she has a brain on her, in her head.
Here we go.
What do you mean by that?
Because why would she want to be with a 74-year-old man?
Money.
Oh, you're saying she
I thought she was
shouldn't.
going.
That's
I
what
thought she was going
So
the
did
other
I.
way too.
So did I.
I thought you were supporting it.
No.
All
I
right.
hope she snaps out of it. Don't you want someone that's like
What?
within a 10-year?
No.
Is that the number? 10 years?
Is 10 years the number?
I don't know.
What's your number?
extreme?
I don't know.
What has been your extreme? Have
What's
you done
the
anything yet?
oldest?
Have you done it? Have you like been with a 50-year-old?
No.
Established dude?
Never.
That's fucked up that you say it like that. I'm only 6 years away.
All right, so that's
No
the first
way.
part. All right, so there's a age limit of just a normal relationship of a people. But then, like, what is fame and money? That's in the mix. Does it change your opinion?
For me personally?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, good.
she has all the right
Nice,
answers.
good for you.
You were good on
We're
air.
proud of you. That was a test.
Very good on air.
Jackie failed.
Jackie failed.
Because I'm a picky person. Like that's
We know
not
that.
gonna
We know
sway
that.
me.
You
know that.
are? didn't
I
know
think
that.
you could fall in love with a nice old man, though. Start taking care of him. You have a heart. I do. I
That's
think
a different type of love.
What do you mean? Like geriatric type shit?
Yeah, but
That's
he's-
like, oh, I love you. You're so cute. That's not being in love with someone.
Well, it could turn into love. If you
I don't
face
wanna
him-
have sex
If you
with
face
that
him to the
person.
window every day, he's gonna really fall in love with you.
Taking care. As soon as you say taking care of someone, this is out. That's no good.
What do you mean?
Like when you said, like, yeah, you could fall in love with an older guy, you take care of him. Yeah.
I think that's what women used to like to do.
I don't know.
Now they just want to be taken care of themselves.
I think so.
Yeah,
No, I
you're
get the
probably right.
nurturing thing, but there's another part of the relationship. Like you want to have sex with this 75-year-old man that you're rolling around in a wheelchair.
Well, no, Bill Belichick's not rolling around in a wheelchair. That guy's still working.
I still wouldn't want to have sex with him.
Start with the Eagles, I think.
First time they're over 500 in their franchise history.
Wow.
Yep.
Ooh,
With the Super Bowl win?
With the win against the Rams, they're 6-6-7 and 6-6-5 right now.
Wow.
I said those numbers really weird, but
6-6-7, 6-6-5. What are you playing fucking?
So they started out in 1933. They were 0-1, and since then they have never been over 500.
Also, most points ever in an NFL postseason. 145 points.
Right,
As a
because
team?
they scored 55 against the Commanders. Yeah.
Dominant.
Damn, that is dominant.
What about that parade, though?
You know what? I'm going to be honest. What happened? Because I didn't see any of it.
I
What
didn't watch
happened?
it either.
What happened?
What happened?
One of the players got so drunk he had to get put in the back of a cop car.
Nice.
The owner got whacked in the face with a can of beer.
Sweet. From
By
a fan, I
A
suppose.
fan?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Then they showed
That hurts.
They showed the stairs where like the Rocky statue is.
Right.
It looked like it was like the January 6th thing. Like I thought I was watching that thing all over again.
Yeah, I could see the resemblance on that, definitely.
Oh,
But Philly fans are wild.
I bet you Barkley behaved himself.
yeah.
Yes.
Bet you he behaved himself.
Yeah.
And Hurts.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't know. He's
also-
weird.
He is weird. He's
Weird.
Kind of. I feel like he's very distant from everybody.
Yeah, he seems like very strange.
I agree.
And his hat that he was wearing was atrocious.
Like a
Hated it.
Moscow hat or something like
Yeah.
that. Is that what it was?
What were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
I think they're going to be a powerhouse for a little while.
I think so too.
Oh, I was going to say the guy that got too drunk and wound up in the back of a cop car. You just won the Super Bowl. Get fucking wasted. Who cares?
This guy was
Don't get
roaming.
arrested, though.
This guy was roaming. He was
Oh, he didn't get
arrested.
arrested.
Well,
This guy was like fell behind the parade. And
Was
like
he
the
just-
last cop car
with
that
the
was like
fans?
bringing it up, like it was just like escorted him into the back of the back seat.
remember Tom Brady throwing the trophy?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
On the
crazy.
boats?
Yeah, that was cool.
Wasted.
That was cool.
crazy. Did you see what AJ Brown did?
No, I do not. Was he reading?
He bought a life-size mannequin for his house, didn't wash his uniform, and he has it in his house with the Super Bowl jersey. So the whole uniform.
I love
Pads,
that.
everything.
That's a great idea.
Life-size mannequin of himself.
That's awesome. Where in the house? In the living room? Or is it like in the sports room? Where
Gotta
is
be.
that thing?
Gotta be.
I hope
Man.
it's at least Febreze.
It's right at the door. You hang your jacket on his hand. When
Yeah. Or it's like in his bedroom, just staring at him.
Yes.
Maybe he has like a sports room.
Definitely.
Do these guys have wives? I mean, they're all young. Aren't they young?
Jalen Hurts has a fiance.
Anybody got a hot wife?
I'm sure.
Saquon's has a fiance now.
She's white, right?
She's white.
They have a kid?
They have 2 kids,
Oh, and they're not married?
a boy and a girl.
Those kids are going
They're
out.
very cute. I think they've been together a long time.
I wouldn't be surprised if Saquon was gay.
Ooh, interesting.
Gives like a little gay look to him,
Yeah?
right?
I mean, I'm not going to go with that, but I like that you brought it up.
I see that more with Jalen Hurts than with Saquon.
Yeah, him too.
Jalen Hurts definitely looks gayer than Barkley. I agree with that.
It would be cool if it came out that they were like together.
Do you think if that happens, so they're together, right? Both gay, Philly fans like X that shit out? Like
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, right? Like
Without a doubt.
They get rid of everything, blow up their team.
Without a doubt.
They don't want
all,
any of that.
all become Ravens fans.
No.
All become
No.
Ravens fans.
Philly fans are so nuts that they would just become gay because they're like my 2 favorite players.
Ooh, that's a different
Nice.
take. That's a twist take right there. We're all gay now.
There's only one AFC quarterback who's beaten the Eagles in the last 2 years.
Cincy.
What, is that who it is, bro?
Nope.
One AFC quarterback that beat them in the
Mahomes?
last 2 years?
Mahomes.
Nope. Zach Wilson.
Are you being serious?
Yep.
Wow.
He's the only AFC quarterback to beat the Eagles in the last 2 years.
Like
Shit.
2 times.
No.
No,
Beat
just
him
once.
He's the
one.
only. They've only lost
So
to
they
an
didn't
AFC
lose-
team once in the last 2 years, and it was Zach Wilson.
That's great. Wow.
Beat down all of your womanly energy right now and do not disagree with me. I see it happening. I see it boiling over.
What?
I see it happening.
She's going to disagree with
She's trying
the
to
stat?
find a way to beat that stat, and I could see it happening, and it's just like every woman that I've ever argued with. I can
No,
see it
you're
kind
right
of.
because they played Philly whatever amount of years before that.
She's not a Jet fan.
It
We know
wasn't
that.
2 years.
We know she's not a Jet. I can't wait to see what team she's in love with next year. It's gonna be Cincy.
No, it's
gonna be Cincy.
it's been Cincy.
Oh.
I got two Chiefs ones. Did you see Chris Jones on that one tush push where he lined up sideways?
No, I did not. We're gonna need video for this.
He lined up sideways. So all the other linemen were like facing forward.
Okay.
And he was in the middle, sideways.
Are you allowed to do that?
I guess.
Just as long
This
as
was
you don't
during the
like
Super
go
Bowl?
all sides.
During the Super Bowl,
I missed it.
on the end zone, tush push, he was lined up sideways.
It was like a tactic to get them to not.
I don't
Work.
know what it was. I mean, they still scored. It
Yeah,
didn't work.
I'm sure he was trying to do it.
Yeah.
I saw
wonder
the video.
Who called that play though?
They get fucking 2.5 yards on that play all the time. It's so annoying.
But you think about it, if
All
he
right.
lines up sideways, it's like he's actually two people.
Why would you figure that?
I don't know, because it's like, you got
I think
two.
he's longer the other way.
No, straight forward. He's this wide, but if he's sideways, he's this wide.
Yeah, but how is he
But
two
that's-
people?
We'll throw because I'm saying he's taking up two spots.
Oh, you're adding.
on
I
the
got
line.
you. I got you.
You know?
I thought of it as depth instead.
I'm gonna go back to that play and check that out.
Yeah, I saw
that's
the video
interesting.
a couple days
I
ago.
mean, it sucks that it didn't work, but. What's the other Chiefs one?
This is the whole list of teams that failed to make it past midfield on their first 9 drives. The whole list for the whole season. It's the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They did not make it past midfield.
I know that because when they went into their part of the Eagles part of the field, it was the first time and it was the fourth quarter, I
Yep.
think, which was absurd.
With
First-
their backup quarterback.
9 drives of the game didn't get past midfield.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's like an ass whooping on another level.
He was shook.
No, they destroyed them. They had no answer at all.
The only thing I did see was a lot of video on Kelce not doing anything.
He did nothing.
Like literally standing there
did nothing.
at points. But I will also say that his Pat Mahomes throws were not good.
Yeah.
They were not decent passes.
He threw picks.
It's shocking to see Spagnoli get rocked like that and not change it at halftime. Like he's also really good at changing shit at the halftime.
Sure.
Obviously a Hall of Fame coordinator, but man, oh man.
Both of those guys to be that, like, not be able to adjust their game plan. Reed and him.
But I wasn't here last week, but I just want to say one thing about
Neither
the
were we.
Super Bowl. Yes, you were.
No, it's 2 weeks.
No, last week,
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
Oh. Sorry. I wasn't here, whatever, for the Super Bowl episode, but I don't completely agree with the whole they stopped Barkley, that's why they had to change up their plan. No. I literally watched the game. They were throwing the ball from get-go. Like, they came out not necessarily giving it to Barkley right away.
No,
I think they changed their play from the whole season that probably the Chiefs prepared for because they ran it down everybody's throat with Barkley.
The fact of the matter is for 2 weeks you got people saying Chiefs run defense is not good. Barkley's the best running back in the game. So obviously that's going to be addressed 100%.
Yeah, that's fine.
The main thing is that all this time Philly has weapons.
Yes.
They had weapons.
I
So
know.
yeah, they stopped them in the run
They
game.
said
They
that.
did. No, I know, but I'm saying they stopped them in the run game. They did a very good job at doing that. They didn't do anything else right. They still could have been better in their pass defense, which am I wrong? Weren't they top notch at
Yeah.
man-to-man coverage?
Yep.
They were horrible.
They didn't do
Didn't
great.
do anything.
They didn't do great on it, which
They
was
were
terrible.
horrible. And I don't know if I don't know if I 100% agree with they stopped the run. I don't think Philly ran as much as they have been for them to stop it. I think that they used
what's his
AJ
face?
and
Hurts had
Devontae.
75 yards too. Hurts had yards.
He took it when he
Barkley
could,
had
fine.
70 yards, I think, right? He had about 70.
Yeah, 72 or something short of my 100.
So, I mean, they still gave up 140, rushing. The Chiefs played like crap.
it was bad.
Do you think that they can come back from that?
The Chiefs?
Yeah. Or you think that
I think because of their coaches, yes, they can come back from that. I think it's going to make them play a little bit harder. I think they are going to have a very hard time in their division. It's not going to be an easy number 1 seed role anymore.
Do you think, and we don't know this yet, and I would be shocked if he retires, but if Kelce does retire, I think it makes it even harder for the Chiefs to bounce back next year.
Maybe. I like that guy, Fant. What is it, Fant? Noah Fant? I like him. I mean, you got to move on eventually from somebody. They need a real wide receiver.
He had a tough season.
He had a really tough season.
And then he had to leave the Super Bowl in Taylor
outfit?
Swift's pajamas. You know?
Are they going to make it? That's the question.
Wait, I also heard that you guys were talking about it on the pod. I listened, obviously. That was so funny. That was so funny. You were like, he had to get it from a girl's wardrobe.
This is the first time that he's a loser in her eyes. This is the first time.
She's never a loser.
She's never a loser. She's
never
always
lost.
top of the food chain.
He will be fine. They will be fine.
I don't know. And now every female, every wife in the NFL has a podcast now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's getting absurd. How many people do we have to hear? Some
Besides-
blonde-headed lady. I forgot who it was.
Are you kidding? Please tell
I'm
me
not
you're
talking
not
about
talking.
Kelsey.
Okay.
Which, I mean, please. Don't we have enough Kelsey going around?
They
We
were
don't
at
need
Saturday Night
everybody.
Live.
They're funny.
They were there too?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. I saw that whole thing. It was 3 hours.
Yeah, that was a long one.
It was a long one. It was funny, though. It's my childhood. I will always be biased.
What else?
What's up with the rumors?
Which rumors?
How do we feel about the rumors? How do we feel about the
feel like-
Stafford Cup package deal? How do we feel about that deal?
I was going to say, I feel like every rumor is also surrounding either the Jets or the Steelers.
Jets, Steelers, little bit of Giants. I thought I was told by somebody. I went to a family party and somebody blatantly told me Russell Wilson is on the Giants. And I went like 2 days in a row of being like, oh, all right.
It can't
that's
even
cool.
happen.
I don't know what happened, but
No.
they literally said you don't have to worry about Russell Wilson anymore. He's a Giant. How does somebody give you information like that and it doesn't even go through or it's not even a part of it
No,
yet?
that's not
Because
true.
it was a random person that gave you that
No,
information.
it's a family member, I should believe. And they know I was a Steeler fan. They're trying to give me some Steeler information, and it was false.
You're gullible.
I feel like all I
It was
see.
kind of one of those things where I was just like, oh, cool. I'm glad he went there.
Yeah. I feel, yeah, what do you care?
Exactly. I was like, I'm glad he's gone.
I feel like all I see is Aaron Rodgers as a Steeler
Yeah, it's died down a
haven't seen
little
that.
bit. It's died down a little bit.
and then Justin Fields as a Jet.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That's okay. I saw him. Yeah, they put him in the jersey the other day. I saw him.
Did you send me that last night?
No. It wasn't Justin Fields.
Oh, I thought it was.
I saw Justin Fields in the jersey.
Yeah, I've seen those two. You know who's going to be the most interesting potentially person to be moved this offseason?
Don't say Donald.
Trevor Lawrence.
Well, that was
Oh, I've
another
been
one that
seeing that.
Steelers were talking
I
about
saw
as
that.
well.
I saw
But I saw
that.
it for what?
I
Oh,
saw that.
I don't want that then.
You don't want that?
No.
You wouldn't take a potentially. That guy has just been.
I'd rather
Trapped
Stafford.
in hell.
I'd rather Stafford and Cup.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me worried about, but they're going to have to give up the next 2 years with picks, 100%. But it really makes me worried about him playing in the cold. I know he did great in Philly, whatever. It makes me worried him playing on grass.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You like him a lot?
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I mean, he's got to be old now, too. He's got to be 35, 36.
Who?
Stafford.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Trevor Lawrence.
No. Stafford. I mean, listen, I would take Lawrence, not for what?
Yeah.
Not for what?
I do. If Matthew Stafford goes anywhere, I will. The Rams should be contracted.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. What is their plan?
Is
They
that
have
a definite?
Just to start again? No,
It's like
they're
rumors.
super shopping. They're shopping big
They
time.
have a complete fucking team.
Right.
They
And they're very
just
good.
barely lost in that fucking playoff
Yeah.
game.
And their defense turned it up, and their defense is young.
I don't understand that one.
Do you think
Cup,
it's-
I let go.
Sure.
They don't need him.
Do you think it's just like a start over type thing?
I don't know.
Or is it just all rumor mill and it's
But why start over when you do have a complete team, like you said? That's so weird. That
I
would
don't
be
know.
really weird.
it could be them, McVay being trying to be a little bit smarter than he really is type deal.
Yeah, could be.
I see this guy. Next year is really the quarterback age again, right? Like
Yes.
supposedly. 6
6 or 7 of them.
Yeah.
Who would they get though?
For next year, nobody. They'll probably be fishing for Archie Manning. Who are people going for?
Arch Manning?
It's not Archie.
No.
Isn't it Archie Jr.?
He's not
dad.
out yet. That's next year.
Then who's
Oh,
it?
the
What's his
grandfather.
name?
Arch.
It's just Arch.
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm positive.
His name is Arch Manning?
ARCH.
It's not Archie?
I'm
No.
pretty sure they call
Get
him
the
Archie.
fuck out of here.
Look it up.
That's crazy.
Look it up right now.
They call him Archie, though.
I don't think so. I think it's Arch Manning.
Arch
Arch.
But you don't think they call
I
him
hope
Archie?
I'm right.
I feel like they call him Archie.
It says Arch Manning.
Yeah, that's his name.
Arch.
It's not Archie.
I hate that
the
so much.
grandfather's name was that.
Yeah, I know, but wouldn't you name him after his grandfather,
I love
Archie?
him though. I think he's great. I think he'll be
He
amazing.
hasn't even really played
He's
yet.
gonna go to the Giants.
He hasn't even really played yet, and they're calling this guy a 1-2-3 quarterback. That's crazy to me.
All right,
We'll
so
see this year.
So let's do it. So what's your one wish for the Steelers this offseason?
I want either Rodgers or Stafford.
Rodgers.
Yes.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
I want Rodgers or Stafford.
I hope that happens so much.
Really?
I hope that happens
He'll
so
definitely
much.
play better than what he was.
You
with
No,
the
he will
Jets.
not.
Blew my mind. Did
Yeah.
you know he was gonna say that? Did you know he felt that way?
I have convinced myself that I want. Listen, anybody getting out of New York is going to fucking succeed.
No.
Anybody.
No, that guy is done.
I said or.
Done. You should.
You
get-
don't think he's going to play on a team?
I think he is going to play.
And he's going to be shit?
I think so.
I don't.
Or who
Like,
else?
off of what are you going to base that off of?
Pride.
Okay.
He's going to be happy to be out of that place, out of that horrible place.
He's a
Fucking
cancer. a little bit.
3-ring circus that guy
Yes.
brings. to
I
town.
said or. I'll go for Stafford
And
as well.
Devontae Adams. You sign up for
What,
sign up
he
for
has to
Devontae
come?
Adams. It feels like it,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Listen, I'll do anything I can to get to a goddamn Super Bowl. Okay, if that's
Like
what
what?
it means, if that's what it means. What are you doing? Turn the cameras off.
All right, Katie. What do you want for the Bills, Patriots, or
Or
Jets
the-
this
or
offseason?
the
Or the
Bengals.
Bengals.
No, so
Pick one.
so I could not think of this answer
Because you don't like them.
because I'm having a really hard time like being a Jets fan.
Wow, we could really be seeing somebody turn their affiliation, which is amazing. It happens. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen.
But I'm not gonna like probably live and breathe. But I truly have enjoyed since Burrow's been on the team, Cincy. I've enjoyed them the whole time since this podcast started. I've mentioned Cincy,
I know.
and it's hard not to enjoy Allen at the same time.
Wow.
But
Imagine those two in bed. at the same time.
I actually don't have an answer. I tried so badly to think of the Jets. Okay, this is what I would like. What Philly was capable of doing, seeing their problems, admitting their problems, going and fixing their problems.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
The Jets aren't going to do that.
No, they're,
So-
they're a terrible franchise. I'm telling you
It's
right
a
now to
horrible
switch.
organization.
I'm telling you right now to switch. Go somewhere else and claim it here on this show. First Down Dogs. Claim it. I know that our callers agree.
Well, you can't come back, and I'll fucking
No, you cannot
embarrass
come
you
back.
if you think you're Jets.
You
fan
cannot
ever
come
again.
back. You could be like, oh, I'm happy that they won this week, but you cannot come back. You can't complain hard when they're doing good or bad. Switch. Go somewhere else, but stick with that team.
It's not going to happen either, though.
No, it's not, which will be hilarious.
That team
I
sucks.
think
They'll
you
be
just
like-
write off fucking the Jets. You write them off.
Cincy.
She's loving Cincy.
I've always loved
All right, so
them.
what do you want for them this offseason?
Yeah, so what do you want for Burrows?
Burrows.
It's not Cincy.
It's
What do you want for
Burrow.
Burrows? It's always Burrows.
I just want them to adjust any contract so they can re-sign who they need to re-sign.
Oh yeah, they gotta get what's his face back, right? Isn't his contract
Chase
up?
and-
Yeah, Chase.
Chase,
This is his third year.
He wants to stay. They want to reorg the contracts or whatever so they can keep him.
Listen to you, fucking breaking down the Bengals. Nice.
They also need a running
pay
back. They
attention.
should have never let Mixon go.
Fuck off my team.
When are you going to switch?
Never.
Come
What are
on.
you-
Never. Never ever.
All right, if we do this show for 5 more years and they don't get over 500, you want to switch?
No.
Come on!
I would never do that.
He wants to be tortured for the rest of his
Yeah,
life.
I like it. I like when people call me bad names, spit on me.
All right, you freak. Ah!
Have to use a safe word every now and again.
Oh,
All right. My wish, I got one really huge wish. It's not going to happen, but I would love for Woody Johnson to sell the team. That would be the best thing that could happen for the Jets because I think he is the heart of the problem.
Yes.
My second wish, going to be super controversial. My second offseason wish for the New York Jets is I want them to trade Garrett Wilson.
For what?
It's time to rebuild. It's just going to
Just
create
start
even
completely
more
over.
dysfunction with him there. Just enough.
But then you're
Move
losing
on.
out on Brees Hall's young years. Then you lose.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It has to start at the quarterback position and do whatever it takes over the next 2 or 3 years to get somebody in from another team plus draft a quarterback.
But he's not taking up any of your money. He's still only in his, third year?
Yeah, well, next year he's going to have to get paid. So trade him now. Trade him now. Get something for him. Get all the draft picks you could get. That's
So you want a couple-year rebuild where you have
Couple
picks
years.
for a couple years.
Couple years.
That's what you got to root for.
Forget about the Aaron Rodgers Band-Aid. That was a disaster.
It
Disaster.
was. Boy, oh boy.
They're going to keep losing. They're not a good team. It's got to start at that position, you know? And until they figure that out, we saw it, a little bit of a flashes from Aaron Rodgers. It was nice to see a quarterback. It's been so long since you felt good about that position.
Right.
He had not that bad of a year.
He
but
didn't have that bad of a year.
it's time to move on from all of them.
What about the coach? Like, do you think this works with?
I think there's no choice.
Yeah.
I think they have to stick with this
obviously.
guy for 3-4 years.
Without a doubt.
You can't just keep on getting new coaches.
No.
My question is do you... So getting rid of Rodgers, you're saying the only route is to crash, rebuild. It's not get another Band-Aid or get one of these quarterbacks. If somebody falls to you at 7
Sanders.
or 8,
No, trade
take
up.
him?
Or trade up.
Do you
But
want
you
Sanders?
think quarterback is the biggest issue on the
Yes.
Jets? Like, I think the
Without a doubt.
O-line is a massive problem that hasn't been fixed in years.
It doesn't matter. Without, I don't care. You could fix all those other things. Without somebody who can manage the game, forget it. It doesn't matter. You know, like
You're right. I
that's-
mean, you need a quarterback.
the whole league is built around that. You're not going to win without a quarterback. So they got to do whatever it takes to get somebody.
But we also need an O-line.
Sure. We need everything.
They haven't fixed that either.
Yeah. What's the difference?
This
though?
is why people like Fields, though, hasn't become anything because he's not a solid leader. You're not going to get 11 wins out of Justin Fields. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get a guy who's going to get you 11 wins.
Yeah.
I think that's so rare, though, coming out of college and going straight to a team and being like,
Yeah.
I'm the boss, I'm the owner, we're going to do this. That's rare.
Yeah, you need a lot of things to fall in the right spot, but you could sometimes just see it in players.
Yeah.
Like if you had Jordan Love as your third-year quarterback, I don't think you're nervous yet. I think you're still saying, I'm okay. We need a wide receiver. We need this. What you know what I mean? Like he just doesn't make all those stupid mistakes. That's like
I'm trying to think of the last quarterback that came out of college that had that.
That
and
what?
it's falling short.
yeah, it's. I mean,
CJ
listen,
Stroud.
even fucking what's his face in Buffalo. It took him 2 years to become a good quarterback.
Well, Stroud
Okay,
Yeah.
Stroud.
Yeah.
He does
Stroud,
have
Burrow.
respect.
and what's
Burrow
his
and
face
Stroud.
from the Commanders.
Right, we got to see what he does this year, though.
Daniels.
Daniels, we got to see what he does this year. He could fall halfway back.
But also, they're a good team. Like, do they also? I think Stroud does have the leadership, and Burrow for sure because he's confident. Like, he has
Yeah.
that. That's rare though. Like, does Daniels have that?
That's the thing with Sanders. He hasn't won anything yet. Like he didn't go to like a championship. He didn't go to a playoff. You have no idea what that guy's gonna do. You know what I mean? Like,
well, also his daddy already said he's not allowed to play for the Jets or the Browns. So, whatever.
I mean, I agree with the Browns thing. You really shouldn't put anybody in the Browns.
I wouldn't want my son to go to the Jets right out of college either.
You also don't want a guy like Baker Mayfield, where he's just solid enough to get you into the playoffs, and then we'll have a playoff losing record.
He's
That's the problem
inconsistent.
too.
Yeah, but okay. So here's a thought: put Baker Mayfield on the Rams again. I think if you get a guy like that, you've got more of a chance.
You
if
have
you
more
put
of a
the full
chance.
team around him. You know?
You have more of a chance. He's still going to make those dumb mistakes though, and
It's
not
either-
pass you over that limit.
It's either you got to have the complete team around them like the Rams have, and then you can put that borderline quarterback in there, and you might get it, or you just need, an all-time quarterback, and he'll make everybody else better.
Yeah. Yeah.
One that's not loony and sits in the dark.
Exactly. Remember Todd Gurley,
Yes.
running back?
Yes. He only lasted like 5 years.
He's been retired for 5 years.
Oh my God.
Right?
Really?
He's been retired for 5 years. He's eligible to go to the Hall of Fame.
I don't think he deserves it.
I don't think he deserves it either. He's 1 year older than Derrick Henry.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Right? Todd Gurley's 30 years old. Derrick Henry's 31 years old. Wow. Todd Gurley's on an NFL Hall of Fame ballot. Not that he's going to get in.
No, he won't.
And Derrick Henry is still just smashing.
Who's going to be the first one to say that Derrick Henry is going to go down this year?
I'm not saying it. I'm not
that's
saying
so
it.
mean. That's something Tripp would do. Jinx.
We say it
Yeah,
every
for
year.
3 years straight.
It's it every year.
It's got to be his last year. It's got to be his last year.
No, he's good. He's found a home.
So something else I was thinking about recently was the whole Justin Tucker situation.
Yep.
So he's up to like 16 massage people,
My gosh.
women, men, I don't
It's
know.
embarrassing.
16 accusers. What do you think was going through that guy's mind when all the shit was going on with Deshaun Watson, knowing that he was in the same boat? That
Was
must
it
have
at the
been
same time though? Because it could have been like the last
Same-
year.
Maybe he
same
was
time.
like, my friend told me to go to this place. It's supposed to be a cool place.
You think they ever spoke about it together, or like you think they ever were in the same place at the same time?
No,
like
I
crossing
think that's
swords?
got to be a secret. I think that's got to be a secret.
Yeah, you don't come out about those.
How
things?
many of those 16,
hope
though, are
so.
coming out now after those are services that they usually give anyway?
Right. Right.
Well, that's why
Think there's any that were in both? Maybe.
Sure. Sure.
There's one crossover that was with both of them, Deshaun Watson and
Yes,
Justin
I've seen
Tucker.
them both. And she can name 7 other guys. But
yeah.
she's not going to yet. That happens way more often than it doesn't, I bet.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's crazy.
The only other rumors I saw that I have on here were the Jets with Kyler Murray. I've seen that one 5
That's
times.
what it was.
That's ugly.
That was the one you sent me?
I
thought it
think
was
so.
Justin Fields.
That's ugly.
And then
Hate it.
is that uglier than Daniel Jones of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah, that's not ugly. No, who said Daniel Jones and the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Saw it.
That's got to be clickbait.
Saw it last night.
That's awful.
Who do you want to be the Jets quarterback?
I have no idea.
He wants to just start over.
I have no idea.
It's going to be so confusing and hard for him. And somehow, in the beginning of next season, when we're back here in August later,
We're going to the
he's
Super
going to
Bowl.
say 10 wins for some
Right.
reason. He's going to say 10 wins.
The only way I'm going to say that is if Tyrod Taylor's the quarterback.
Jesus.
Hate that.
All right, we first
So
down
I,
dogging
I've been
this?
trying to
Oh,
think. I've been trying to think. Yeah, just about. But I was trying to think of like the milestones of the of like things to talk about. And last night I was like, oh, the NFL Combines this weekend. Who the fuck cares?
I don't care.
I
It doesn't
used
mean
to
anything.
care so much about
Really?
it. Yeah. When I was like in college and then like after college, I used to care so much because I feel like it was players that I watched play.
Right. And that
And-
one guy who ran the 100 and
And
his dick fell
now
out.
Yeah, that guy was great.
That was fun.
and now I still obviously I watch college. I love watching college, but I'm just not as invested in
See, I
like
hate
what they
college.
do at the combine.
It's so boring.
Yeah, it's
And they
garbage.
try to
It's
make
not.
it's just the NFL trying to make another buck off of an event.
Oh, they are really
Oh, the
good
combine, you
at
mean.
stuffing something into every month now. They really are.
And it's so close to the season ending that it's like I'm good till the draft.
Yeah.
I think. Then you start to get the itch.
You're solid.
Well, it's the combine and then it's the draft. And then we have a little bit. And then
Where's the draft held this year? Do we know? We'll talk about that next time.
Indianapolis, I think.
Shit used to be
Vegas.
free in the city, bro.
I
Me and
also
my brother
hate
used
that
to
they
go.
changed that. I really love tradition.
Yeah,
Radio City.
Yeah.
yeah,
You went?
yeah. I went twice.
I've been to like some parties around it, but I've never been to it.
It was fun. It was all free.
That was the time I almost got into a fight with Warren Sapp.
I was actually at the one. If I think about this correctly, I think I was at the one where Justin Tucker was picked, to be quite honest, because I
Wow.
made fun of a Raven fan for picking a kicker. I think.
He
I
was
think.
drafted low?
I don't know what it was. I have to check. Or it was, you know what? I think it was the he missed a field goal against the Patriots in the playoffs.
What rounds
Because
were
I
you
was
there for?
I was telling him to pick a kicker. I think that's the way it was.
The first
I
round?
went to rounds 3 and 4. I went to the second day. I never went to the first day.
Oh, okay.
I went to the second day.
The first day must be
But it was
so
fun.
crazy.
Everything was free. Everything, there's food, beers, liquor. It was just like a party.
How'd you get tickets?
You had to like just sign up for something. Like my brother worked in the city and he was just like, go online and sign up for this. It was like if you wanted to go to see AGT or something stupid like that.
Massages? They have massages there?
No, not yet.
Wait, why? I have a question because I saw a fun fact about the Cowboys, and I almost feel bad for Cowboys fans.
Don't.
People are harassing the shit out of the Cowboys.
They should be.
Why?
Their division
So-
rival just fucking
So
won.
there's a fun fact saying that the asteroid is more likely to hit Earth than the Cowboys are to go to Super Bowl next year. And there's odds. Like, that's so mean.
Are we going to get nervous about this asteroid? We should talk about that on the other show.
It's not until 2032. We got some time.
Oh, wow.
I also saw some boat, like an old Navy ship, the USS America or something like that. It was docked, and it just, like, they fixed it. It took them, like, 20-something years to fix it. And it was, like, back out at sea before the Cowboys went to an NFC Championship game.
Oh, my gosh. It's so bad.
It's so bad.
That's the problem with taking America's team name. That sucks. That was a dumb idea.
We got to do some prank phone calls here.
We really do. I told you who the first team was that they tried to get to be America's team, right? Do you know that there was they asked a team before the Dallas Cowboys?
They asked the Dallas Cowboys to be America's team?
Yeah.
It wasn't just
the NFL,
a fan thing?
The NFL wanted America's team. They wanted to acknowledge a team as America's team.
Okay.
It was the Pittsburgh Steelers. And
I knew you were
Rooney
going to
said
say
no.
that.
Rooney said, no, thank you.
Of course he knew the fun fact about them.
That is a fun fact.
What is it?
I don't know. She just made me say fun facts.
What are
They're all
those?
fun.
Did you start that with the fun facts?
You know
Yes,
what's not a fun fact?
years ago.
An asteroid
Catch
coming
up.
to town. That's not a fun fact.
Coming to town. Oh, the asteroid's coming to town. The asteroid's gonna fucking smash my asshole right out of my forehead.
Maybe it'll land on MetLife while the Jets are playing, and then that will make us start all over.
I'll tell you, if I learned one thing from this fucking podcast right now. The demise of a love for a team is great to see. I've done it. I did it when I was 10. I was 10, but I did it when I was 10.
It's
I love
been
it.
hard.
You don't like it because it's Jets, and I understand that. But to see her switch right now, I can't wait for her fandom next year. It's going to be great.
I'm going to Cincy.
And then when, like, Burrow gets his fucking knee cut off by Watt, she's going to be like, what are we going to do in Cincinnati?
What? Oh, shut up.
They don't win. You just picked another losing squad, but it's
What
okay.
do you mean they don't win?
They're
When's
like
the last time you guys went to the AFC Championship?
Don't worry about the Steelers.
Not as recently as the
Don't worry
Cincinnati
about the
Bengals.
Steelers. Don't worry about the Steelers.
I don't want to hear people like arguing
what I
about
saw.
when they went to the championship game or Super Bowl. Like, shut the fuck up.
Too bad.
Win a division.
No. Oh yeah, it's in the same division.
Yeah, of
Now you
course
guys
it
are
is.
division
Of
rivals.
course it is. What do
You
think
can't
I'm
come
picking
back.
on for?
You know that?
Fine.
You better make your decision. It better be Bills or it better be Cincinnati. Because if it's Cincinnati,
Well, if I have to go outside
not gonna
my
be fun.
division, why won't it be
No,
fun?
it's
gonna
not your
be
division
amazing
anymore.
since-
We've already been exiled from the division.
yeah, you're out of that
If
division.
you come back, you have to be a Dolphins fan. Only.
No matter
It's the
what.
only
I
team
can
you're
still
allowed.
root for other teams, though. It's
Sure,
fun
sure.
to watch other
Weekly.
teams.
Yeah, I like watching other teams too.
Give me the asteroid and a boom boom stick.
Boom, boom. First down, dogs.
First down, dogs.